And this car has so much torque, it's making all the stuff in this car fly all over the place. Hey guys, it's Glenn from Glenn'sCarCollection.com, and today we're standing in front of one of my favorite SUVs, the 2019 Mercedes GLC 63. Yes, the AMG version, and not an AMG light version like the 43. This is the real deal with the 63. Now this car has so the GLCs, they had the base or 4-cylinder engines. They had a 350 model, a 300 GLC, and that's 90% of them you see on the road. Then you could step up to a little more power with the GLC 43, but this one is the GLC 63 with the real AMG brake suspension motor. So we're powered by a 4-liter. Well, let's look at the engine. So to open the hood, very simple. It's old school. You go under here, there's like a red latch that you pull, and that unlatches it. You just do it one time, unless the BMW is you do it twice and there's no secondary latch. Here you do it once and there is a latch. Let's take a look at that bad boy. Here we go, right here in my left hand. Raise it up on the struts, and it's a 4-liter twin turbo. You can see the two turbos, and the turbos are in what the hot V8 engine producing. You still hear that fan. I haven't driven it in about 20 minutes. So when we drive this, we're going to see what that kind of torque does in Mercedes' smallest regular SUV. Yeah, they have the GLA, the GLB, but as far as I'm concerned, the GLC is based on the C-Class, right? GLE based on the E-Class, GLS based on the S-Class. So this is kind of like an SUV version of one of our favorite cars on the channel, a C63 AMG, but that car's rear drive. This car is all-wheel drive. So you have the slotted brake rotors, the AMG brakes. We have 20-inch wheels. In the back, we have 295/40/20. Now, we have a pretty decent-sized trunk. We have a decent-sized back seat, so this can be the perfect dad car. I'm 6 feet tall, and I can easily sit behind myself. I have a lot of headroom. We'll look at, there's a button here for the trunk. There we go. And I'm sure you could fit 2 golf bags in here. Oh yeah, plenty. Ton of room back here. You could fold the seats down so you really have a lot of room. Can fit probably 2 hockey bags here, 2 golf bags certainly. Not crazy. AMG mats to me, these are cheap mats, but you can get good mats from WeatherTech or wherever. And you just press the button. We could stop it anywhere we want, and then we could just close it at the touch of the button. It is power. And you can see those AMG exhausts. The exhaust is actually behind that, so that kind of looks fake, but it is there. And special thanks to Tim at DCH Montclair Acura for providing the vehicle. Now, this is a real AMG. It says AMG here, and then here it says 63, not 43, not 53, 63. So that's the real AMG. So let's get inside. We have a great option here, the Burmeister stereo. Now, German cars love black interiors, so it doesn't always show well, and it feels a little dungeony when you're in here. And let's start it up. So remote start, push button start, they literally just put this knob in there. That's what I had if you follow the channel for a long time on my GLA 45 AMG. But this is way more powerful than that. I love the vents here, very powerful, strong air conditioning. We could go into our modes here. I'm probably gonna have to lower this because it's just gonna be, too loud for us. We can go into, we'll do all the sports stuff, you know, the luxury stuff. So we're going to go into, we could do Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort, or Individual. When we go into Individual, we can play around with our settings for throttle response, suspension, exhaust noise. Comfort is probably going to be the more comfortable way. This is a channel for enthusiasts, so we'll drive in Sport mode. And then we could play, so when we put it in Sport, it always puts the shock. So we can actually, 3 settings, almost like the EDC on a BMW E92 M3. I had EDC for my E90. You could just press it at times when there's no lights, then you're in the softest suspension. So you could still stay in sport mode with comfort suspension. Press manual here, and now we got to shift by ourselves. If we press manual again, it'll be automatic. So we'll shift for ourselves and have some fun. All right, then you have the volume fruit bunch. We're going to put the exhaust on, which would probably come in our Sport Plus mode anyway. On here, on this side, let's get the fan speed down here. There we go, put the fan speed lower. This Mercedes was probably one of the first ones to do this. This is your heated seats, 3 stages, and this does all your adjustments, and it's really infinite how many you could actually do. Your mirror control is down here, just like a regular car. Your 4 windows, your child locks. Now, what may throw you for a loop, the signals are on the left side here, left and right, because if you do it on the right side, you're actually putting yourself in drive, reverse, neutral, or park, and then your below is your cruise control underneath, and you can set it for whatever you want. You can take phone calls here, and here you can go through all the menus. Love the flat bottom steering wheel. Love the perforated leather. Front of the car, we had the Panamericana grille, and of course that beautiful V8 turbo engine. So let's let that bus have a little room there, and we'll get ready to drive here. So what we're going to do, and this is like your grandma's car when they had the automatic transmission here on the column. The thing is, you know, if you want to do it like her car, you'll destroy it. So be gentle with it. So now if we go in reverse, we get the nice backup camera. This is a 2019. So in 2020, they changed this to give you that, I guess, digital display, unlike the E63 AMG that we reviewed. So the E-Class got that display, and I don't know what the name is. Correct me in the comments below. Got the digital displays, which are optional, believe it or not, even on the new GLC in 2018, and that Panamericana grille came in 2020. Here in 2019, they still had the old command infotainment system. So now, this car, with its 516 foot-pounds of torque, makes all my camera gear, water bottles, window stickers fly all over this car. The keys even went flying. They're in here somewhere. Now, you want to drive this in comfort mode. The suspension is pretty bumpy if you do anything less than that. I'm sure gas mileage isn't great with a twin-turbo V8, but essentially this is the same engine in the C63 and even in the AMG GT. You do, even in comfort with these big 20-inch wide tires, you do, with downshift to second here, you do feel every bump in the road. So is it the ultimate dad car? Yeah. If you're going to do long trips on bumpy roads with this, probably not. And with gas costing the way it is, you're going to go through a lot of gas. But to me, this is the ultimate dad car. Now, this is definitely more muscle car and more raw than the X3M. The X3M, I would say, handles better and is faster. It seems faster. I don't know if it actually is, but certainly doesn't have the event that this car is to drive. This is more muscle car, has way better sound. Looks are subjective, so you pick who looks better. Just move up into the intersection. We all can get around you. All right, so we're taking some twisties here, which is probably not what this car is really suited for. It's probably suited for more open roads. Look at that. So the upshifts are pretty quick. The downshifts, because it's not a dual clutch transmission like the AMG GT, will be a little lagging. So we're in third gear here. I'm going to pull a downshift, and you saw it gave it to us, but there was a little delay if you look for it. Now, if you haven't had anything like this before, you might not even notice that delay, but you know, we've driven a lot of the latest cars here, and for that reason, you know, we've driven the finest PDKs and Ferrari dual clutch transmissions. There's a downshift there, and you would notice the difference. So it stays pretty flat, considering you do feel like you're high up. You have a commanding view of the road, like any tall SUV. I believe we got some overrun there. Let's put it in Sport Plus. And what I don't like in Sport Plus, it puts me in the stiffest suspension. So when you do get up to the limiter, it'll give you all those pops and bangs on overrun. Definitely not the smoothest transmission for sure, but I think you're having so much fun in this car that you really won't care. Like, I would take this, so we just passed a Rubicon. I would take this over the Rubicon 392, and obviously this has cost less money. Even new, they're probably in the $80,000 range. It just handles so much better. That car, I could barely keep it on the right side of the road, on my side of the double yellow, and this handles really well for what it is. All right, so let's take those turns again. We're gonna take it out of the There we go. We'll put comfort suspension, and we're going to ride in Sport Plus, but we're going to take off. Wow. When you go into Sport or Sport Plus, it's automatically putting me in the stiffest suspension, which is really too stiff. And this car has so much torque, it's making all the stuff in this car fly all over the place. Water bottles, window stickers, camera equipment. Now I'm driving in manual mode. Remember, it's an automatic transmission, so it is not a dual clutch. So the engine is super responsive with that 4-liter turbocharged V8. It takes a little, there is a little delay in downshifts though, because it is not a dual clutch transmission. But the sound of this is just incredible. This would be a fun car. I mean, going out to milk in this car would be amazing. So if you have kids, this would certainly be a fun car. You know, even in this, it is very stiff. It's incredibly stiff. It seems stiffer to me than the X3M, but I'll probably have to drive the X3M again. And, you know, DCH has an X3M, so check it out. Follow them. Go to their website, DCH Montclair Acura. They're located in Verona, New Jersey. They have about 80 Glen cars always in stock. Everything from Lamborghinis and Ferraris and McLarens that I drive to 992 Porsches and GT3s and high-powered SUVs. They got an M5, they got an M4, they got this GLC 63, they got an M50, I think it's an X4, and they also have an X3M. So you got all your choices there. All right, so around town, let's try to do it in comfort mode, since we're kind of behind a truck here. So I'm going to put it in comfort mode, and I'm also going to put it in automatic mode. Now, it's not telling us what gear we're actually in, but the automatic transmission so far seems pretty seamless. Now, we're kind of sitting in the sport seats here. I think the seats that we're sitting in are optional. Let me know for sure in the comments below. But it does hold me in place. Something is shaking here. I think there was a water bottle. Or is it this key? Nope, it's not that. I think it's my water bottle. There we go. Sorry about that. Rattles drive me cuckoo. Now that we're stopped at the light, this was a good time to subscribe. We have over 1,000 videos on the channel. So whatever car you're looking at, I'm sure I've driven it and reviewed it. Type in Glenn's car collection in the search box, and then whatever car you want to see review on, and I'm sure something will come up. If there's something that I haven't reviewed, just leave a comment below. If we get enough people looking for that car, I will certainly go try to find it and review it. And like, comment, and share. Comments actually push me up in the algorithm. So like a video and make a comment, even if you're just saying hi Glenn, or you want to say what car I want to review next, and you will. Let's do a little acceleration. Now this is in the auto mode, so it takes a second to kick down a couple gears, but it does it. You know, always leave a comment that pushes me in the algorithm. Leave a comment of the car you'd like me to review, and I'll try to make it happen. All right, guys, so I think that's the end of the video. I love this. This is the ultimate dad car. I would say this and the E63 wagon. Let me know what you think is the ultimate dad car in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.